never heard of
Campylobacter.
Campylobacter.
I have never heard of
Campylobacter, no.
No, I've never heard of
Campylobacter.
Campylobacter.
Okay. I don't wash raw chicken, no, but my mum does it at home. No, I wasn't aware that washing raw chicken's bad. No.
It depends whether or not it smells when I open the packet. Sometimes it smells a little bit and then I'll wash it.
No, I don't wash raw chicken, no. Cook it straight from the supermarket packet.
The story started on a Wednesday evening when I prepared baked chicken, and as I have always done, I washed it thoroughly. Sunday morning, when I woke up, I had severe diarrhea. I went to the doctor after a few days and tests were carried out, and this was confirmed as having been Campylobacter.
My diarrhea and sickness started a week after my 50th birthday and lasted for a little over a week, at the end of which I was taken into hospital because my bladder had ceased to work. That was on a Sunday, and on the Monday the nurses came round and asked me to get out of bed, and I couldn't move. I was completely paralysed. And it turned out that the Campylobacter had triggered a thing called Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is an autoimmune disease which is triggered by the immune system having fought off whatever the infection is, turning on your body and taking the myelin sheath off your nerves.
The initial symptoms I had when I woke up in the morning were almost like flu symptoms. Achy all over, hot and cold, and just generally feeling really under the weather. And then later on in the day it was the abdominal pain that came on, and it was really sore. You know, you were doubled over, clutched over with the pain of that. The doctor phoned me on the day I was due to go on holiday just to say that they'd had the sample back and that it was Campylobacter. We think there's a possibility that I've developed some sort of IBS as a result of the Campylobacter. I think from what I've been told it does quite a lot of damage to your gut.
I had no idea that washing chicken could cause or spread Campylobacter. I've had upset tummies in the past. They don't compare in any respect to Campylobacter.
At the time this happened to me, I was the compliance officer of a life insurance company. That day that I forced myself to go back to work was the last day that I ever went to work. I was in hospital for 7 weeks, I was in a wheelchair for 2 years. I still, 17 years later, have to walk with a stick. My question to people who wash chicken would be why. There's absolutely no need. If it's cooked properly, then the cooking will kill any bacteria that's there, and washing it just splashes whatever's there everywhere.